Welcome to Seven Dads TV. I'm your host, Ken Wood. We have lots of jokes to make on this episode, so let's get to it. Sean Strickland for president. And I mean it, guys, because you guys need to listen to comedians and their political opinions. Here's the thing. If you ever see a white guy wearing sunglasses on a podcast, you need to listen to his political opinion, okay? I just can't wait for me to develop my next controversial take. And really, it's just going to be whenever Theo Von or Tim Dillon drop their next episode, because comedians know what they're talking about, guys. So Sean Strickland for president, his fight against that Kazmat. Oh God, I didn't learn his name. I'm really bad with Middle Eastern name, guys. That's why I can't do it, dude. I just can't do it. Kazmat, Kebab. Is it Khabib? It wasn't Khabib. It was Kazmat. Okay, who knows? Sean Strickland for president, okay? Sean Strickland is an American hero for single dads who only see their kids every other weekend and only know how to make spaghetti. That is who Sean Strickland really represents in this country, okay? And it's awesome because that was my dad, okay? My dad could cook the hell out of some spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Every other weekend, if I was lucky. But you know what? He loved me. Supposedly, that's what the lawyer said. But he loved me. And that's who Sean Strickland really represents in this country. And you got to respect it, guys. You really got to respect it. Yeah, stop listening to comedians, guys. Just stop listening to comedians. I know I joke about that, but yeah, stop listening to comedians. Let's talk about comedians talking about each other. The roast of Kevin Hart. Yeah, the roast of Kevin Hart. And I know a lot of people were. I know Black Lives Matter came out and talked about the George Floyd jokes. And I will just say this: Black Lives Matter holding a press conference over roast jokes is funnier than any George Floyd joke ever. How are we not living in a Saturday Night Live sketch? That's because life is actually funny, and Saturday Night Live is pretty bland. Even Saturday Night Live wouldn't even touch a fucking Black Lives Matter protest. Whatever, talking about a George Floyd joke, but they should. If I was there, hey Lauren, you're almost 80, take a risk. Okay, moving on, guys. The roast of Kevin Hart. I know everyone was talking about like the Chelsea Handler versus Shane Gillis part of it. I watched the clips and the reactions to it, and it's just kind of crazy. All of Chelsea Handler fans are like, "Oh my God, she just went after Shane Gillis! Oh my God!" And all of Shane Gillis's fans are like, and they're getting all their Buffalo Wild Wings all over the place because they can't control themselves. They're going to go through another pair of cargo shorts. It's a third pair of cargo shorts this week. Chelsea Handler really should have thought about that when she was going after Shane Gillis's fans and his comedy, because now all of his fans are going to ruin all their cargo shorts and they're going to take over J.C. Penney's trying to get more cargo shorts. It's just crazy. Chelsea Handler was on Epstein Island. Now that's funny. That's funny. I remember, and I just remember this. I remember when Chelsea Handler, during the Black Lives Matter thing, she went on E because her show or whatever. Maybe she was getting interviewed, but it was on E, and she basically said that Black people shouldn't stop for police. When they get pulled over. It was after a wrongful shooting, and she just basically gave the advice to Black men that if they get pulled over by the police, they should just run away. They shouldn't comply, and they should just resist arrest and go away. And I will say this: if you listen to Chelsea Handler and her political advice, you deserve to get shot by the police, okay? Because Jesus, guys, are we at the point now? Theo Von, Tim Dillon, Chelsea Handler are now really controlling us, okay? Sean Strickland for president. The way he took down that kebab guy was just great. The second round, I stood up with my hands on my hips, and I was like, damn, he's really doing it. What else, guys? There was a viral video showing Lizzo was actually twerking on the TMZ bus. And now there's been a 10.0 earthquake reported in Los Angeles. There's 3 million people dead, and casualties are everywhere. Destruction is everywhere. I don't know why Lizzo has done this to us. I don't know why. Lizzo really should have thought about it. That's a Lizzo fat joke. I got some good Lizzo fat jokes in my good set, in my tight five. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in Austin, you got to have some Lizzo fat jokes. You got to have some Lizzo fat jokes. What else are we talking about? Drake released a song. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but Drake released an album where he disses both LeBron and Kendrick. Thanks to him, now we're gonna have to listen to opinions about rap from white guys and snapbacks. Come on, man. Come on, Drake. You're gonna do that to us again. It's ridiculous. Ronda Rousey, the fight with Ronda Rousey. The fight with Ronda Rousey. Just terrible, man. Just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. I've the fight with Ronda Rousey was just so disappointing. I've seen better fights at Waffle House. Okay, if I wanted to see two butch lesbians fight, I would have waited to Black Friday shopping at Subaru. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You don't think there's a better fight at a Subaru dealership during Black Friday than a 17-second fight that ends in an armbar? I think it was thrown. I think it was thrown. What, what else are we talking about here, guys? John Travolta. I don't even know where he was, okay? I don't even know where he was, but these pictures are going viral. I have no idea where John Travolta was, but I know he showed up to a red carpet looking like this. And, a lot of people are freaking out. Like, what happened to John Travolta? It's obvious with his new fashion sense that he had sex with a black woman for the first time. John, I know how it is, man. You're gonna start dressing kind of, more urban, and next thing you know, you're gonna drop a De La Soul, cover album. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, John. I've been there, John. I've been there, John. Yeah. I know how John's feeling. I've been there before, guys. I've been there before, guys. I've been there before. I've had a black fling before. And I've been there before. I know how John feels. A lot of people don't know this, but yeah, I actually fell in love with a black woman from Atlanta. We had such hot sex. We made MLK's dream look like a wet one. We were like interracial jamming Jim and Pam from The Office. Okay, like it was beautiful, guys. When she went down on me, she made my balls look like Augustus Gloop drowning in that chocolate river. Absolutely, it was just amazing, man. And dating is hard nowadays, guys. Dating is hard. Let's be honest. If you're a woman that is over the age of 25 and you're still having sex with guys that wear Hollister and American Eagle, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Like, seriously, guys, it's hard out there. You got women still having sex with dudes rocking American Eagle, man. And did you guys know this? Did you guys know 65% of straight women have an orgasm during sex, but 90% of straight men have an orgasm while watching films directed and written by Quentin Tarantino? It's a little lopsided, okay? I think women don't respect Django. That's really it. I think maybe it's racist. I'm not saying it. You said it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Django is his best film, and a lot of women don't think so. A lot of women don't think so. And I've learned a lot from over the years. I've learned a lot. Like, I've learned that Italian girls, they won't call you daddy, but they will call you the Godfather. Mm-hmm. 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 And I've never seen The Godfather, so it's harder to get along with them. I will, white girls will call you daddy, because, you guys know that. You guys know that white girls will call you daddy, Mexican girls will call you poppy, and black girls will say, "Officer, my baby daddy right over there. He don't live here anymore, but he got a piece of mail to say he do, though." I know. If you feel the racism through the computer screen, imagine doing this in a room by yourself. But hey, it's funny. That's funny. Oh yeah. But speaking of racism clips, almost 1 million views on Instagram from a pretty racial joke from one of the past episodes. So you know what? It's all about the clips. No one's gonna fucking watch this besides liberal comedians hate watching me from Detroit and like 5 to 10 incels, because I write jokes for the boys back home on 4chan. Salute. Okay, where are we at? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna knock this one dead. This one was supposed to be a part of the other ones. Dating's hard, guys. I'll fucking flip the hair and everything. Dating's hard, guys. Gothic girls, they don't take shits, but they do take Edgar Allan Poes. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the dumbest jokes I've ever written in my life, guys. Okay. That is one of the dumbest jokes I've ever written in my life. Okay. You want some other dumb jokes? Okay. I'll give you a dumb joke. I don't understand Gen Z, okay? I don't understand Gen Z, okay? Do you guys hear about this thing where this new trend where everyone is secretly trying to become Canadian? Yeah, right? I seriously have no idea what that's all about. I know, that's so bad. I shouldn't have said that. I really forced that. And I even stuttered. I forced it, man. Okay. Jesus Christ. Lauren Michaels, I'm still here, dude. I'm still here. I'm always going to probably be here, but I'm still here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Dating's hard, guys. It is hard. A lot of people, I see a lot of people like, they don't think fat people are attractive. I mean, come on, guys. Dad bods. And here's the thing about fat people. Fat people have hot sex, like actually hotter. Both of their bodies sweat a lot because they're not used to physical activity. Fat people have hot sex. Fat people have hot sex, guys. Fat people have hot sex, guys. What else, guys? In this thing, we talk about misogyny. Yeah, we're getting liberals. I'm trying to get books in Hamtramck after this. We're gonna be talking about misogyny. I just think it's funny that men think that they are the dominant sex, but I've never heard of a woman paying for men's dirty underwear. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really dominant if you're willing to pay $25 to $30 for a dirty pair of underwear. And all I'm gonna say is, if it's over $30, I ain't buying that shit. I ain't buying that shit. Come on, let's fucking be real. I'm gonna pay more than $30 for dirty underwear. I'm never doing that again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, they just looked good on her. Fool me twice. Hey, I'm just saying they, and here's the thing: if you're gonna if you're gonna sell your dirty underwear, you better send a picture of yourself wearing them before. I mean, granted, you should probably pull them up just so it gets really up there, and you get the actual smell of everything. But you really need to do that. If you're selling underwear, and I'm just saying, I'm not necessarily saying, speaking from personal experience. All I'm saying is, like, if I'm going to buy the underwear, I want to see them on you. Who's to say you didn't go to Target and buy a pack of period panties and just send them over? Ridiculous. In this economy, I got to see a picture of those panties. I respect sex worker, guys. I respect sex worker. I respect sex workers, kind of. Yeah, I do. I respect them, though, and I feel like it's awesome coming from a generation that does. It's ironic that the generation that grew up killing hookers in GTA has the utmost respect for sex workers now. That's awesome. That's progress, okay? Because the hookers in GTA, they deserved it, okay? We all know they deserved it. And I come from a time where my favorite American pastime is putting cheat codes into Vice City, GTA, and just going on massacres and rampages. And now I wonder why, everybody is depressed. Hey, dude, pop another Zoloft for me, America. That's those antidepressant medications are gonna work if you don't give up. If you don't give up. What else are we talking about, guys? Um, what else are we talking about? Car sex. I just have a random. I don't know why it just says car sex. It's always hard for me in car sex. Um, and I will say that my favorite part of car sex is when the lukewarm muffler cups my shaft just right, just right. My favorite part of car sex. And here's the thing. Here's one thing I'll say. Everyone's talking shit about Christy Noam's husband. Dressing up like a woman, calling him trans. Okay, just because you dress up like a woman one time, does that make you trans? Okay, okay. You pound one twink, and all of a sudden you're gay. Does smoking meth one time make you a meth head? Come on, dude. Come on. That's ridiculous. You pound one twink and everyone calls you gay. All right. You drink one beer and are you an alcoholic? No, obviously not. You should be able to uh, pound up to 6, 7 twinks, up to 6 or 7 twinks, 6, 7 twinks. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna end this episode, guys. I'm gonna end this episode. Uh, Hopefully it comes out well because I'm not gonna redo it. I've been really dreading this. You know, the THC carts have been hitting hard. I got some tacos. I think I'm gonna get a haircut. You know, you know, and I'm gonna end this episode with saying, if you had sex with me when I lived in my mother's basement, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Let me redo that. Because once again, guys, this is all about the fucking clips, guys. It's not even about the full episodes to develop a fucking true fan base. It's all about the goddamn clips. And it's about selling out to Israel and to selling out to the Chinese government, but more or less selling out to Israel because we all know who pulls the strings. Ever since Weinstein went to jail, ever since Epstein's going, away, we got to find the new Jews to bring in the next usher of entertainment in Hollywood. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Was I just going to end off on a different clip? Yeah. All right. Yeah, guys. Follow me on everything. I've hit over 1 million views on Instagram in the past month. TikTok, still shadow banned. Don't know what's happening. TikTok, hey, I love the Israeli government. Unban me from your stuff, please. And what else? Oh, yeah. I'm going to redo the clip because it is. And maybe I'll do a little fucking Shakespeare type shit. I'll get the hair nice and ready for you. I'll lube it up. I don't want to put it in dry. God, I really need to stop smoking these THC cards. Holy shit. So I'll leave it off on this, guys. Oh, Jesus. Now I'm even redoing the fucking ending. Yeah, so... if you had sex with me when I lived in my mom's basement, you may be entitled to financial compensation. I like the first one better. Am I right, guys? I feel like I like the first one better. Who knows? Maybe I'll redo it a third time. Let's do it a third time, okay? I'm just joking, guys. I'm going to go eat tacos and hit THC carts and maybe watch wrestling and talk about the good old days, maybe set my grandchildren down and teach them how to sell Percocets at a cheap, affordable, yet profitable rate. No, I'm just joking, guys. Follow me on everything. I'm not joking. I'm going to sell Percocets to my grandkids.